I'm Samantha, and we're the Caleon Twins. Welcome back to Squared. We post videos to Squared every Friday. Give video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below to Squared if you guys haven't done so already. Today we're going to be giving you guys an updated routine of how we edit our Instagram pictures. We did this like a few months ago, but since then we've used different apps and different techniques, so we're going to be showing you guys that today. So let's get on with the video. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a picture which we already posted before, but without the filter, so you guys can see what we did. So here it is. So we recently discovered Lightroom and the different filters they have there. So ever since then, we started using Lightroom. It adds such a difference to the pictures that we post, and it makes it so much easier to edit them and put different filters on them. We love using presets because all the settings of the photo are already preset, hence the word preset. So the presets that we use are from a YouTuber named Karen Swanson, and she's from the YouTube channel KK and Baby J, and she released a bunch of presets for Lightroom, so those are the ones that we currently use. Okay, so now I have the picture on Lightroom. What I do is we go to presets, which is on the bottom, and the ones that are from Karen's batch of presets are Bamboo, Ice Cream Every Day, Rescue Me, Soccer Mom, and Sunscreen. So what we do when we pick which preset works for the picture is we just go through them and see which one we like the best. So there's Bamboo, there's Ice Cream Every Day. Different presets work for different pictures depending on the lighting and how like bright or dark it is. I think we'll go with Bamboo. And then what I like to do is that sometimes the presets are too strong, so I like to go to, for example, light and adjust the contrast, shadows, exposure, etc. to how I feel like works best for the picture. And then I also like to lower down the sharpening and as well as the grain and detail. And yeah, so that's the first step. Once we're done doing that, I edited it on a different app. So first I'm gonna save this one, and there you go. So it's saved in Lightroom, and now we're gonna move on to the next app. So here, we're in Airbrush now, and I uploaded the picture that we exported from Lightroom, and what we like to do here is just the different levels of color on the picture. So we go to Tools on the very bottom, and then we scroll to Enhance. And for example, we can adjust the highlights and shadows. I don't know, I feel like Airbrush is more accurate when it comes to adjusting these levels, and I like doing it, it's more simple to do it on here. So for example, we just play around with a highlight. I think we can go with a little less highlight because we are a little washed out in the picture, so we'll do that to like a -10. And then the shadows, for example, if you put it to the right, it'll decrease the amount of shadow, which I feel like we can do just a tiny bit to make the picture a little bit more brighter. As well, they have grain here, and I don't know, I feel like grain just adds to a picture, so we like to put a little bit of grain on each picture that we edit. There we go, the before and after. Currently our feed on Instagram is more warm tone with a lot of colors in it, so I'm going to increase the saturation just a little bit, maybe like a 5 or a 6, just so there's a little bit more color. And there you go, there's the, you can barely tell the before and after, but we just like to do finishing touches on Airbrush. So here is the final product of the picture. As you can see from before, it really makes a difference when you add a filter because it just brings out the colors, especially the red. And I wouldn't be able to do any of that without that preset that we got. So the presets are a lifesaver. But we did have to pay for them, but I feel like it's worth it if you post a lot on Instagram because it saves you just so much time, and it's very convenient to like edit a picture really fast and put it up in like a few minutes. And I think we only paid one price for like the 5 presets, so it was a pretty good deal. That's it for the video. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see the last video on Squared, just click over here, and to see more from Samantha and I, click over here. Click right over here to see more from the Squared channel, and we'll see you guys next Friday. Bye!